G'day members, today we have a very special treat for you. Today we're going to be speaking to our mentors. We're going to be asking them a few questions and seeing how they answer differently. So the two questions we have for them today, the first one is now the right time to buy a property? And the second question we have is, why do we buy and hold on to land? So I know they're going to answer very differently, so I'm excited to hear what they say. Let's go.
Ooh, what a great question.
It's never too late to buy.
Always everyone talk about the best time to buy is 10 years ago, and the second best to buy is now.
Historically speaking, in Australia, if you look at the property growth, the trend is not deniable, it's heading north.
The question I like to ask back is, when do you think it's a good time to buy? Because we can never predict the future.
It's always the right time to buy. There's never a wrong time to buy. There's always a wrong time to sell the property. But there's always a right time to buy.
In this country right now, only less than 10% of the whole population actually own investment properties. And that's one shocking statistic, right? If property is a good thing, why only a smaller percentage of people own that?
To buy property is not about, okay, the market raise, I should buy, or market down, I shouldn't buy. It's all about, are you ready? You know, as an investor or a homeowner, you financially ready? Are you mentally ready?
Buy and holding is one of many strategies with property, and a lot of our members adopt this strategy because based on their current situation, it is the most effective. And why is it effective? Because it's simple.
Obviously, everyone have a different strategy, right? For a lot of people, when you're busy and you active work, you do a passive investing. You don't want to go and physically, let's say I buy something and renovate and flip over and sell it, because that's become active work to your investment.
You know, you can buy rundown property, knock down, rebuild, subdivide. That's a whole different kind of a strategy compared to passive investor, which I believe that majority of the people, the passive way is the most doable way, because you have a day job, you have a family, you have a focus, and so, but at the same time, you want to make use of your capacity and savings and equity, you know, to build up the asset.
It's a set and forget kind of strategy. It's a passive way of investing, and it's effective for people typically with full-time job, time poor, don't want to spend their spare time looking at property data and doing their own research.
I believe this is the easiest way to create wealth for a passive investor.
I have seen people who have bought a property at cheaper price, they did renovations and they flipped it for $40,000, $50,000 profit. And they have paid capital gains tax. The thing is, if they flipped 3 or 4 properties in a year, they made like $40,000, $50,000 profit on each property. Only if they would have held on to one property instead of flipping it, they would have doubled the money. They would have probably made $500,000 profit without doing any renos, any renovations, any flipping.
Even though people thinking they sold the property at a high point, for argument's sake, they sold the property and then after that, the market coming down a bit, right? But with more time, it will always moving up in the right direction, and then the previous high become a low point if you give that 10, 15, 20 years. And that's the reason why we have people second biggest request, which is, I wish I didn't sell the property in the past.